Okay, so here's the thing we're not considering.
Okay.
We're always like, Selena can't be the best assassin. What if all the other assassins legitimately suck? Okay. So, is it Selena?
Selena, yeah.
Selena sprinted through the darkness of the secret passage.
Secret tunnel.
Secret passageway! The secret passageway, her breathing ragged. She glanced over her shoulder to find Kane grinning at her, his eyes like
so this is
burning
obviously
coal.
a dream.
No matter how fast she ran, his stalking gait easily kept him just behind her.
You know why?
Victims run, killers walk. Did we tell you? Anyways, this is true. Victims do run and killers do walk.
Right here. Maas agrees.
After him flowed a wake of glowing green wheeled marks. Those strange shapes and symbols illuminating the ancient blocks of stone.
I don't know. Weird marks sound suspiciously like Ritterak in my head.
Now, I'm not sure if... Well, no, I think... Were they called word marks in an audiobook? Or did they call them wheeled marks? It's the same thing. Like, it's the magic symbols, so...
Word is what they I thought the audiobook said word.
I think it did say word mark. Look at that. That's wheeled mark to me. It doesn't matter. Don't matter. Don't mean nothing. Those strange shapes and symbols illuminating the ancient blocks of stone. And behind Kane, its long... And behind its long nails scraping against the ground,
The
lumbered...
2,000-pound rat.
The 1,200-pound rat, baby!
Oh, right, 1,200. Smaller than 2,000.
My favorite character from book 1, the 1,200-pound rat. Lumbering the ground lumbered the Ritterak. The Ritterak. It's not even spelled cool, it's Ritterak.
Can I see how it's spelled?
R-I-D-D. Not Ritter.
Oh.
Ritterak. Selena stumbled, but remained upright. Each step
I definitely thought it started with a W.
Ritterak.
Would have been cooler if it did.
So true. Each step felt like she was wading through mud. She couldn't escape him. He would catch her eventually. And once the Ritterak got hold of her, ... She didn't dare glance again at those two big teeth that jutted out of its mouth.
Are they two as in two of them or as in extra large?
Extra large.
Oh.
And out of its mouth, all those fathomless eyes gleaming with a desire to devour her bit by bit.
They're fathomless because there's no way they're a fathom deep.
That's
not as in like there's no depth.
It's not a fathom, so it's fathomless. Like maidenless, but fathomless.
Yeah.
It is without fathom. Kane chuckled, the sound grating on the stone walls. He was close now. Close enough. Close enough that his fingers raked against the nape of her neck.
Her nape? Notice that's where Kane nuzzled her.
You mean Kale?
Yes, Kale. I meant Kale. I was definitely thinking CH. Connections?
Nape of neck kink?
Nape of neck. She got something for the nape of
She
neck.
got a weakness, though.
Yeah.
He whispered her name. Her true name.
Her true name?
And she screamed as he... M-. Selena woke with a gasp. Yeah. So I guess Selena isn't her name. So I guess that's at least our comment of being like, oh, you wouldn't use your real name.
Apparently she didn't, but she's using the same name for everything, which is kind of same difference.
It's functionally... Yeah, it should be when you talk, when two people who know you meet, they're like, Selena, the other person's like, who? Who?
Radagast?
Radagast?
Who? You did what?
With who? Selena woke with a gasp, clutching the eye of Elena. She scanned the room for denser shadows.
More evidence that she always keeps it on.
For glowing wheeled marks. For signs that the secret door was open behind the tapestry that concealed it. But
in case the Ritterak was still back there.
Ritterackin. But there... Well, I guess you can bring him in if you want. But there was only the crackling of the dying fire.
Yeah, let's pause. Fool me paused and didn't unpause. Okay, continue from where we're at now.
So, like, skip what I've already read?
Missed. Go back to... Just go to where we are.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's okay.
Nothing important happens. Did the king know that the princess was one of the spies he'd mentioned? he couldn't, or else he'd never trust Selena to be his champion. Not when though
He clearly doesn't
friendship
trust
was
her,
widely
though.
known. He already doesn't trust her. So true, Beth. Selena can't tell when people trust her or not.
She's an unreliable narrator.
Why Ocho Finn? Selena mused in Elway, keeping her voice low. Sorry, Nehemia mused in Elway, keeping her voice low. I think I accidentally said those ship names. Selenia. Selena had explained her latest mission, keeping the details brief. Fleetfoot reached the stick and trotted back to them, her long tail wagging. Even though she wasn't fully grown yet, the dog was already abnormally large.
Here's my question. If the dog isn't faster than a thrown stick, is it that fast? Because the dog had to go and retrieve it and bring it back. It took that long.
But she's baby.
She baby.
Gigantism, so... Dorian had never said that what breed exactly. He suspected her mother. What breed exactly did your mother mate with, Dorian? I'm just wondering because you're such a...
I'm not sure you're the king's son.
Let's just say, I don't think you're strictly human. Are you perhaps some kind of rat or toad? Dorian had never said what breed exactly he suspected her mother had mated with. Given Fleetfoot's size, it could have been a wolfhound or an actual wolf. This is so stupid.
If it's a wolfhound, terrible news on the longevity of that dog.
7 years.
I think it's more like 4.
Rip. Really?
I want to
Is it
say
'cause they're
that's
so
like the
big?
average.
Is it because they're so big that,
Maybe
like,
that's when they start having heart failure.
it's
Let's
that
find
problem
out.
with their heart and not being able to pump their blood to their head or whatever it is?
Yeah. Okay, Google claims its average is 6 to 10 years.
6 to
But-
10 years!
Wikipedia claims that the published lifespan varies between 4.9 and 8.7 years.
4.9
So,
and
yeah.
8.7.
Terrible news. Well, it's a mixed breed, so... Oh my gosh, but if it is a wolfhound, there's a specific word name for a cross between a wolfhound and another breed of dog. I think they're usually herding dogs. I don't know what it is anymore, but there's a specific name.
Not common, eh?
In Britain, I guess. Back in, like, working stuff.
Yeah. Because I guess you want a dog to do work, but you also wanted to fight off wolves for you, I suppose.
Not that late. Not that far back. This is Britain, Tia. They got rid of the wolves a while ago.
We got rid of the wolves a long time ago. Selenia shrugged as Nehemia's question, stuffing her hands into the four-lined pockets of her cloak. The king thinks... ... Or should I say ellipses? I want...
Whichever you want. You can be fancy like me.
Ellipses. The king thinks... He thinks that Archer is a part of a secret movement against him. A movement here in Rifthold to get him off the throne. Surely no one would be that bold. The rebels hide in the mountains and fortresses and forests and places where the local people can conceal and support them.
Definitely something a rebel would say.
Not here. Rifthold would be a death trap, is what they want you to think.
Yeah, exactly.
Man... Selena, is it Selenia or Selena? Selena.
According to the audiobook.
Selena shrugged again, just as Fleetfoot returned and demanded the stick be thrown again. Apparently not, and apparently the king has a list of people whom he thinks are key players in this movement against him. And you're to... ... kill them all? Nehemia's creamy brown face paled slightly. One by one, Selenia said, throwing the stick as far as she could into the misty field.
Which wasn't very far.
Fleetfoot shot off, dried grass and the remnants of the last snowstorm crunching beneath her huge paws.
Oh, so she actually is giant. I didn't realize. Was that said in the first book?
No, maybe, I'm not sure, but it says the dog was already abnormally large.
Totally missed that. Spaced it.
Yeah. Let's
No wonder
see.
you said gigantism.
I was like, where'd that come from? He'll only reveal one name at a time. A bit dramatic, if you ask me. But apparently they're interfering with his plans. What plans? Who says that I am plans? What plans?
Who says that I have plans?
Nehemia said sharply. Selena frowned. I was hoping you might know. I don't. There was a tense pause. If you
I
learn
definitely don't
anything,
know.
Nehemia began. I'll see what I can do, Selena lied. She wasn't even sure if she truly wanted to know what the king was up to, let alone share that information with anyone else. It was so...
I don't know how I feel about it, because on the one hand, Selena is being portrayed as being all good, right? That's why she hates killing and she hates lying. So, like...
But lying to her best friend's okay because they're homies.
Because they're homies. No, but I was like... One would think if she's supposed to be, like, portrayed as, like, so good, she might want to get rid of the evil king, so she might be willing to pass on information to, like, the people fighting the evil king.
And even if she doesn't know he's evil exactly, she does know that he's outlawed magic, which is causing so many people to die from stupid diseases that she brought up in the last chapter.
Yeah. So I feel like that's kind of weird.
Not only is he evil, but he's reductionist.
He is reductionist, but such is everything in this book.
It was selfish and stupid, perhaps, but hold on. It was selfish, and stupid, perhaps, Maybe that's normal. That seems like too many commas for me. 3 commas in...
You probably don't need to put the comma
words.
between selfish and stupid. You've got the and. You've got the and.
But she couldn't forget that warning the king was given... let's see. But she couldn't forget the warning the king had given the day he crowned her champion.
Crowned her champion? Dang, lady.
If she stepped out of line, if she betrayed him... he'd kill K.R. Did she think about K.R. when she was helping all 4 of her targets live?
Oh my gosh, literally. She
like, you can't. 100% failure rate is what she's doing. That is 4 people who, if they're seen, could prove that she isn't doing things right. She's stepping out of line.
Yeah.
Man, when it's like between killing someone right now and K.R. maybe being killed... let him die.
Nah.
But when it becomes between lying to my... well, I guess lying to my friend is a little less extreme than killing someone. But she's the world's greatest assassin. Why is it so hard for her to kill people? Just saying. She's Ottalin's greatest assassin.
We've been over this.
And then Nehemia. And then the princess's family.
I don't know. It seems like it'd be better to kill the princess's family before the princess.
Just saying.
Because what does Selena care about their family?
And all of this, every death she faked, every lie she told, so maybe those M-dashes are fine, put them at risk. Because I can see these 2 M-dashes being used as parentheses. To say all of this, every death she faked, every lie she told, put them at risk. Which just shows using M- maybe properly, and then using M-dashes all these other places.
Unneeded.
Use a... 1, 2,
Missing
3.
parentheses.
Uneven. Nehemia took her hand, but didn't reply. Whatever the princess or K.R. or even Dorian looked at her... Whenever the princess or K.R. or even Dorian looked at her like that, it was almost too much to bear. But they had to believe the lies, too, for their own safety. Nehemia began wringing her hands, and her eyes grew distant. Selena had seen the expression often in the past month. If you're fretting for my sake, I'm not, Nehemia said. You can take care of yourself. Then what is it? Selena's stomach clenched. If Nehemia talked more about the rebels, she didn't know how much she could take. Man, Nehemia, if you're talking about your problems with your rebels from your country being invaded, I can't take it.
See, I respect the way that Selena is all, I don't want to get involved with other things. I just want to make it through my time with the king and go on. But that doesn't really jive with how she's like, killing is so evil, being bad is so evil.
Well, not killing is so evil, but these guys are so good that I can't kill them. I can't.
No, but in the first book, she's like, I can't believe I've had to kill people. I have all this blood on my hands.
Oh, that's right.
So it just doesn't quite jive with her then being like, I'm going to ignore the bad people and just like skate through.
I guess selfishness? But has she been betrayed as like that selfish?
No.
No.
No, that's the point.
Oh, okay.
She's not portrayed as being, other than her interest in like avoiding doing anything she doesn't want to do, she's portrayed as being this wonderful, wonderful person.
Wonderful. Love. True love. Yes, she wanted to be free of the king, M-, both as his champion and as a child of a conquered nation, M-, but she wanted nothing to do with whatever plots were brewing in Rifthold, and whatever desperate hope the rebels still savored. To stand against the king would be nothing but folly. They'd all be destroyed. But Nehemia said, numbers in the Calcala labor camp are swelling. Every day, more and more Elway rebels arrive. Most consider it a miracle that they're alive. After the soldiers butchered those 500 rebels, ... my people are afraid.
So wait, weren't the rebels her people too?
Mm-hmm.
But she doesn't consider them her people because she called them those rebels and then my people?
Maybe I thought they were all from Elway. I really thought they were. But maybe she's just saying, instead of saying, butchered 500 of my people are all afraid. The whole people, but the rebels specifically.
I don't know. I feel like
those 500.
Interesting distinction.
Well, no, it's not 500 of those rebels. It's just saying those 500 rebels. So just those ones who were slaughtered. Those are the ones we're talking about. That's how I interpret it. But you're interpreting it as those rebels.
I just find it interesting to specify the rebels who are her people as the rebels when they're like, that's what she wants. They're not rebels to her.
Oh, okay.
If I recall the first book correctly.
Yeah, I think at least...
Which is why she was so broken. Because remember, she had that part in the first book where she's like so I don't know if so distraught, but like clearly affected by the death of the rebels.
I don't really remember.
There was.
I trust that it happened. Fleetfoot again returned, and it was Nehemia who took the stick from the dog's mouth and chucked it into the grey dawn.
Chucked it.
But the conditions in Calcula, she paused, probably recalling the 3 scars that raked down Selena's back. Have you seen her back?
Yeah.
Has our relationship progressed?
No.
Oh, man. A permanent reminder of the cruelty of the salt mines of Endoville, M-, and a reminder that even though she was free, thousands of people still toiled and died there.
Okay, I need a count of how many M-dashes have been on this page.
On this page alone, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think this page alone accounts for 1 M- per every chapter every page in this chapter. There's a lot more than 1 M- per page in this chapter. That's all I can tell you.
Probably approximately 6.
Not quite, I don't think, but... Okay. Where were we? Many people toiled and died there. Calcula, the sister camp to Endoville, was rumored to be even worse. Are they both salt, or does Calcula do something interesting?
I think they said they had another salt mine.
How much salt does one kingdom need? Does one continent need?
They're selling it. No, wait, has he conquered? Well, I guess you could be selling it to the people in your country and still make money. You don't have to sell it to other countries.
He can do it because people in the country still need it. And then he might be doing trade with across the sea. But I think it did say earlier that he invaded.
He's tried to.
But he's been rebuffed. So I don't know. Unless they desperately need salt, I don't know why they would buy salt from him.
Yeah.
Because then they'd be funding his next assault. Assault on them?
So maybe I was a little generous in my estimates of how much that salt mine was making in my
Also,
report.
I want to know if there are thousands of people who still toiled and died in Endoville. What's the population of this fantasy world? Because if it's more medieval, the population shouldn't be that big. Like, how many rebels are they taking? I guess you can have a big population in fantasy, obscure fantasy land.
Yeah.
But it just seems like a whole lot of people.
Yeah, did it say thousands of people?
It said thousands of people still
Dang,
toiled and
I
died
estimated
there.
1,000. Now it's got to say at least 2,000.
And they have to be replaced every month on average.
Yeah. All right, wait, this needs to go in. This needs to go in.
This needs to go in the notebook.
Yeah.
That's it. It's going in the book.
So we've got thousands at at least 2 sites.
Now let's see. So she was reminded of the cruelty of the salt mines of Indoville, M-dash, and a reminder, a permanent reminder, and a reminder that even though she was free, thousands of people still toiled and died though. So thousands of people in Indoville specifically.
Well, Sister Mine, I'm going to guess at least similar.
Yeah.
Plus, it said more suffering. They probably die faster.
But I mean, there's at least 2,000 in Indoville plus whatever in Calcutta.
Yeah.
Calcutta. Milk from a cow in Calcutta.
All right, you can continue.
Even was rumored to be even worse. The king will not meet with me, Nehemia said, now toying with one of her fine, slender braids. I have asked him 3 times to discuss the conditions in Calcutta, and each time he claims to be occupied. Apparently, he's too busy finding people for you to kill. Selena Selena blushed at the harshness in Nehemia's tone. Harshness kink? Just saying. Fleetfoot returned again, and when Nehemia took this...
Took her long enough.
And when Nehemia took the stick, the princess kept it in her hands. I must do something, Elentia, there we go. I must do something, Elentia, Nehemia said, using the name she'd given her on the night Selena admitted she was an assassin. Okay, maybe she never told Nehemia the truth in the first book until whenever she did. That could have happened.
I feel like there was bigger reasons for her to do it than just saying because you're an assassin.
Yeah, I thought that happened like after the final trial when she saved her.
In the last 5
chapters that just kept going.
Needed.
Let's see when she was an assassin. I must find a way to help my people. When does gathering information become a stalemate? When do we act? Selena swallowed hard. The word quote, act, unquote, scared her more than she'd like to admit. Look at that.
That doesn't need M-dashes.
That seems ridiculous. Why are you
The
allowed
word act scared her more. Yeah, you don't need M-dashes.
The word act scared her more than she'd like to admit. Worse than the word plans. And see, plans doesn't have M-dashes.
Oh my, yeah, that's so weird.
Fleetfoot sat at their feet, tail wagging as she waited for the stick to be thrown. But when Selena said nothing, when she promised nothing, just as she always did when Nehemia spoke about these things, the princess dropped the stick on the ground and quietly walked back into the castle. Selena waited until Nehemia's footsteps faded and let out a long breath.
She needs to pick up on the signs that our princess is putting down and, actually help her.
Literally. She was to meet Kaol for their morning run in a few minutes. But after that... ... After that, she was going into Rifthold. Let Archer wait until this afternoon. After all, the king had given her a month, and despite her own questions for Archer, she wanted to get off the castle grounds for a bit. She had blood money to burn. End of chapter 3.
Yay! She's totally fine spending
that
the blood money.
Except it's not really blood money because she doesn't actually kill people. She finds dead bodies from sick houses. So.
Dead or dying bodies.
Dead or dying bodies. And she does kill that wife.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the real blood money. Because she killed the wife.
Yeah.
Nice.
Man.
I don't know if we got anything to say at the end of this that we haven't already said.
Yeah. There's chapter 3.
Chapter 3 with my least favorite character,
Fleetfoot.
Except Fleetfoot isn't a character. It's an accessory.